Did you know that Amazon Japan is the world's fourth largest Amazon marketplace? I didn't before I met Michael Rosenfeld, who is today's special guest on the Sellerboard Show podcast. And if you don't know what Sellerboard is, we are an accurate profit analytics software for Amazon sellers with additional automation tools like review request campaigns, PPC optimization, listing change alerts, inventory management, and so much more. Definitely check out the link in the description and see if the Sellerboard software is for you. And for now, let's get back to the podcast. I welcome you to enjoy the episode. My name is Alex. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Sellerboard Show podcast. Today, I'm having a very special guest, Michael Rosenfeld. He's an Amazon expert, a seven-figure seller on Amazon.de.com and 𝐭𝐫𝐞 Japan, which we are going to be talking today a lot. And also, he has sales in 13 countries around the world and is an Amazon consultant and mentor. So we have a lot we can learn from Michael. Michael, hello and welcome.
Yes, hello, Alexander. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I hope we'll come up with some nice topics for the people.
Sure, I'm definitely positive about
Yes.
this. Okay, so the first thing I would like to ask you, could you please introduce yourself, because I'm only reading this from your LinkedIn profile, but I would like to introduce the audience to your current experience. What is your background as an Amazon seller, and just give us a brief intro about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm already over 6 years at Amazon. Started my current brand in 2018. Before that, I had two failed attempts to become successful on Amazon. Right now, I'm running three brands on my own and one brand where I'm partial owner. We have a team of 15 people. Everybody is remote, spread over 5 countries in Europe. Most of them are from Ukraine. So we had some hard times the last year, and with all the missile attacks on Ukraine and problems with energy supply and internet and safety for the employees. Now it's a bit better. I think now we are back to, not back to normality, but maybe to 75 or 80% of productivity from 25 last year. Right now, we sell in Europe, in USA, in Japan, in Emirates, and like all of the countries in Europe. So we have a lot of markets, and we have over 200 agents and source from 6 different countries. So we have a very big logistics network, and that's why I have just for the sourcing and purchasing department 3 people of my team. And also, starting from end of last year, I offer consulting for people who want to scale their business, or for American sellers who want to expand to Europe, or vice versa, or for people who want to expand to Japan. It's one-on-one talk with me where I share all my experience and my contacts and all the strategies that we use that have been successful.
Sounds impressive.
Yeah.
So today we are going to talk about working in the Japanese market. And my question was, what was your first experience like, and when did you actually start working with Amazon Japan? And what were the main challenges at that time? Because in our previous discussions, you said that at the time when you started working in Japan, there were not a whole lot of software and possibilities and tools to work. So what was it like for you starting there?
Yeah, so when we started in Amazon Japan, or how did we start in Amazon Japan? Why did we do it? Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, it was more like an accident because one day we got a message from a Japanese guy on Instagram that he told us, okay, I like your hookah, and we have a hookah brand which is big on Amazon, and I have a hookah cafe in Tokyo and one in Taipei, and I want your hookah in my cafe. So then some messaging back and forth, and we sent him, I think, 12 or 16 of our hookahs, which we produced in China, brought them to Germany, and then from Germany we brought them to Japan. And we sold it's like for, I think, double or triple price. Yes. And this was crazy to me. That's
Nice.
how is it possible, yeah? And then I didn't even know that they smoke hookah in Japan, right? So my next move is just to open Amazon and check what is selling of hookah from the hookah niche. And at that time it was not much, and I couldn't even like see the number of sales because Helium was not working, sellerboard was not working, like all the tools that we are used to, or Jungle Scout, nothing was working, guys. The only tool that I could use was this Chinese tool Seller Sprite, which was yeah, like half working. uh, and then we just took a carton of every of our products which we thought might be successful and just shipped to Japan. And but before that, we figured out how to manage the shipping, taxes, all the issues. Yeah. And when I opened my account for Amazon Japan, first mistake that I made was to open a separate Seller Central account. I think I was also in a hookah lounge smoking hookah with my friends, and I will open Amazon business in Japan right now,
Right
and then
now.
take out my laptop, open account in 1 hour. Account is open. I'm super successful. I feel the smell of the money, and then 1 hour later I'm suspended. Yes, and then I was suspended 11 months. Yes, because yeah, you should open the Japan account from your main account over the global selling functionality and not just as a separate account.
Got it. Got it.
Yes. So never do this. Yes. So I'm happy that I had this 360-degree support, and this was one of the few things that what where they actually could help. Yes, to bring my Japan account into my main account and make it alive. This was the start.
Okay.
And then we started with, I think, 5 or 6 agents. Right now we have 25. Right now we also launch a new new category in Japan. Yes, we want to sell this disposable vapes, which are like all over the place now, everywhere, like at every gas station, and we will bring them to Japan now with our own flavors and ideas. Um, and Japan is a quite relaxed market for us, yeah. So it's like a part-time job for one of our employees.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like perfect for I don't know, for side hustle, or if you're just starting and don't have much time or something like that.
I have a question
Um,
here. Sorry, I just wanted to
yes.
address it now. Um, how is selling in Japan different from selling in other countries? I mean, do you feel the some features, particularities, or what is the general, vibe that you get when selling there, and what how is it totally different, or isn't it different?
So there are the first difference, yes, obviously you don't understand anything that is written. Yes, you don't even understand when a sentence ends or a word, like it's like a wall of signs. Um, but from it's also different from the behavior of the people. Um, so in Japan, they give less reviews and write less messages, and for them, it's like giving a writing a message or speaking up about a problem. It's not very, I don't know, not very common, not very polite. It's like somehow connected with losing the face, something like this. So for them, it's maybe better just to return the item and don't say anything if they don't like it. Mm, so, but it's also similar with the positive reviews. It's also difficult to get positive reviews. So generally, reviews are much difficult to get in Japan than in Germany or US. I
Uh,
think in US, if you get like 4% reviews rate, in Japan it's 1% maybe.
sorry, quick question here about the reviews. How do you generate reviews in Japan? I mean, what's the best way, a proven way, or maybe a tactic that you use to generate reviews with such behavior from the consumers?
Yeah, to be honest, we don't do anything special, just the regular stuff. Just
Okay.
I think we have the autoresponder running with the standard request review thing and wine and yeah, we are like one reason for success in Japan is that you started in Germany or US before and you bring your reviews from there to Japan. Yes, so you already start not from zero,
Okay. Okay.
and then it's not such a big issue. Yes, then like SEO or advertising is more of an issue than for you than reviews for the beginning. Um,
Got it.
okay, what else? In Japan, we can set the highest prices the highest prices from all the markets. Japanese people are ready to pay more, and FBA fees are the lowest. Like FBA fees and sales commission is also lower. I think like for us it's 10% instead of 15 in USA.
It seems like a very attractive, just a very attractive ambience, or maybe opportunity for new sellers that want to try and move uh, to an international market. So if people are ready to pay more and Amazon perceives less taxes, then probably you just have to make this shift just to overcome the cultural differences, the language barrier, and start doing it. What would be your advice for sellers that want to move to the Japanese market? The first steps. I mean, what's the first thing to do?
First thing is to open an account. Yes, you can do it. You don't need a Japanese company or a Japanese bank account. Yes, you can just go to Global Selling and open the account without Japanese company or bank account. You can use your American bank account. We use European company for that. It's all fine. Also from the taxes side, you don't need to register any tax number to start in Japan. Yes, up to 10 million yen in sales per year, you don't need Japan VAT number. It's called JCT, Japan Consumption Tax. And 10 million yen, it's I think around $35,000. So it's not too much, but it's okay to start and check if you can get any sales at least at all. Yeah. And then for logistics, you need an IOR. Yes, to import your goods to Japan. It's
Okay.
IOR, it's importer of record. So it's some Japanese company or person who takes responsibility for your products inside the country. Yes, and if something happens with your product or somebody, I don't know, your gas stove, it burns down the house of some people.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, they can reach out to these Japan people. They don't need to look for you some, somewhere in South Africa. Yeah, and it's easy to find a service like this. You can just Google or you can ask me. I can give you mine, and it costs around like 200, 300, $400 per shipment.
Okay.
And this IOR is also often they often are a 3PL, and they offer a warehouse, and I think it's very difficult or almost impossible to ship directly to Amazon Japan in Japan.
Okay.
So we do everything. We ship everything to our 3PL, where our IOR is, and then from the 3PL to Amazon. And this is like the regular way how it goes. Because otherwise, if you ship directly to Amazon, then Amazon is not our IOR, and there is like nobody in between, and on the customs they don't know who is the IOR.
Okay. Okay. Sounds fair.
Yep.
Sounds fair. Another question I had is do you run PPC campaigns? So you probably do. And in the Japanese marketplace, how do you come up with messaging? How do you work with keywords and stuff like that? So for me, it's a total mystery. How do you do PPC in Japan?
We just do it with Helium keywords. Most of the times we don't need to understand what is there. We just look at the numbers.
Okay.
But for us, it's also easier. Like if you have a small niche like ours, and there are like 20 or 30 main keywords, like after 1 year doing business there, you know them. Like you learn Japanese, even if you don't want it. Yes. And right now I know how to write a hookah in Japanese or something like this, or 𝐭𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐥, whatever. Yes, this is. But basically, it's just numbers. It's same like a lot of PPC managers from Ukraine. They also do PPC for France or Spain. Like they don't know the language. They just do numbers.
Okay. Got it.
It's okay.
Another thing that probably is a thing, if you work with China, if your supplier is in China, what are the lead times for Japan? I mean, how quick do you get the merchandise to Japan from China?
Yes, this is also one advantage. It's super quick to get your products from China to Japan. I think it's around 1 week for the for sea shipment, and 1-2 days for air freight. Like the air freight makes no sense if the ship takes 1 week. Yes, so we never did air freight. We always just ship. And we don't only ship from China, we also ship from Indonesia to Japan. Okay, then it might take longer. And these routes are, obviously more expensive because it's more exotic. But China, Japan is easy and quick. So you can ship much less quantity. Yes, have less money in your inventory bound. Yeah,
Yep.
it makes sense.
Yep. Sure. It makes sense. Got it. Okay. So, what other tips or tricks would you recommend for people that are considering selling in Japan? And because I know that, for example, from our users, the sellerboard users, we actually worked with introducing the Japanese market to sellerboard because we had a lot of requests. So people wanted to try and start selling at Amazon Japan. But I mean, from the standpoint of your experience you already have, I don't know, let's say 5 tips that you would recommend to users who want to start selling in Japan?
Yes, okay. So first of all is just do it, yes, and you don't need like a special setup or a Japanese speaking person to start. Second thing is English speaking images are also selling, not as good as Japanese, but for start it's okay. It's better quick than perfect.
Sure.
In Japan, this is our experience. What else? In Japan, you need to test and try your optimal price. Yes. Some things we sell for 30% more in Japan than in US, and I didn't even think that it's possible, but we just kept raising the price once per week, and we checked that our BSR stayed around the same. Yes, so you can test
Nice.
until you find your sweet spot. Number 3, number 4, marketing in Japan is completely different to what we are used to in US or Europe. In Europe, it's more minimalistic, and in Japan, it's more fully loaded or psychedelic. You need to put a lot of images and text and everything red and shiny on your images. So it's like TV shopping in the US 10 years ago, something like that.
Wow.
We are experimenting right now with different formats. Yes, and some of them are like a mushroom trip. Looks like this, yes. But yeah, but people will like it, I think.
Okay,
And
so basically the trips boils down to give your designer some mushrooms and see what happens.
yes, uh, designers unchained. Yes.
Okay.
And number five is quality approach. Yes, Japanese love quality and expect super high quality, and it's very difficult to make it right for Japanese. So you need to have a 6 stars product to get 4 or 5 stars. If you have average product, you will drown in Japan.
Got it. But my question here at the last point, um, considering the fact that you said that the Japanese people are, I mean, more closed, or I don't know, not so prompt to sharing their experience, how do you get that feedback to just understand how to fine tune your product and how to make it just right for them?
Mm, it's not always clear. Sometimes, yeah, we get negative reviews. Yes, we get, so like the average review rate in Japan is worse. Yes, so we
Yep.
get more negative reviews in Japan than in Europe or USA. It's with the same product. It's difficult for us. Um, but sometimes reviews are strange. It's like, I don't know, I ordered it, but it's the wrong size, or I ordered it, but I thought it's bigger. 1 star. It's like half of the negative reviews are not related to the product itself, but to what the people didn't get what they expect. And I don't know how to deal with this. Yes. So we are working on this still and try to improve our marketing and our images. Maybe that's why they have so much text on their images, so they cover all possible scenarios. Yes,
Mhm.
like put your cat in the microwave. Yes, don't do this. Yes, this is the size like this. This is not smaller and not bigger. This is just this size. uh, Something like that. Yeah, I can tell you later, maybe in 1 month. Yes, so we have one scenario working out with the German designers and one with our local. So we have two new products with two new complete Japanese styles. And we'll see how it will work out.
So it's also basically testing. You have to test different approaches, but the general rule is the fact that they are very precise with descriptions, and you need to just meet their expectations with everything you have in your listings. Probably that.
What I understood is, yeah, give my best with the product quality. Yes,
Yeah.
and if the product is just average, maybe make another round and think how can I improve it, or just don't launch it, something like this. um yes, because if I go for the cheap product and I don't manipulate reviews and don't do any black hat or gray hat, I don't know how I will survive there. not
Yep.
not
Got it.
And
Okay.
and
So
what else? Maybe you can also consider sourcing from Japan and selling in Japan. They are very, yeah, they are very patriotic or nationalistic, and they like everything that's from Japan. And there are also a lot of manufacturers. So I don't so I don't do it right now. I don't source from Japan, but I consider it. I want to find the product that I can produce in Japan and sell in Japan.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Um, One more question I have. It's probably a bit general, but uh, from the little research that I did on selling on Amazon Japan, I understood that there is not too much, I mean, focus or interest right now in the Amazon community or about selling in Japan. And my question is why and how probably the third market, Amazon market in the world, or is it third or fourth right now? Why isn't there so much, I mean, interest in it? And why aren't Amazon sellers just running, you know, to do it?
I think
What's your
it's far away, complete other culture, and it's like there is nothing out there besides Japan, and it's somehow overlooked. Yes. For me, it's like Japan is like a hidden gem,
Yep.
and it's right now it's a market where it's easy to start, where you have lower taxes and compliance obligations than in Europe, and where you have lower fees than in Europe or USA, and higher prices. Yet, yes, the only two negative points are like high quality expectation and yeah, market size is obviously smaller than US or Germany. But it's about the same size as UK or bigger right now, and uh, and it's growing quickly. So I think like in near future, in 3 years or something like that, we will see Japan as number two market, bigger than Germany. So because they have 120 per million population,
Yep.
uh, and and I think yes, this year we had the first offline summit in Tokyo about Amazon Japan um, from 𝐿𝐴𝐴, and I think he started something that will get bigger, yeah, like a snowball effect, and we will see more events in Japan and more seller communities in Japan and more Western sellers that go to Japan, and yeah,
So
this is,
he kind of
this is my prediction.
yes, with the event there, maybe he moved a little bit, the spotlight on Japan, and the attention of Amazon sellers will follow. So probably the interest will grow in the coming years. Speaking of events, I know that you have a conference in Warsaw. Is it right? Coming up right now. Could you please tell us a bit more about what's it going to be and what will you be pitching about?
Yes, sure. We have in Warsaw on the 22nd to 23rd of June, which is in 2 weeks, our MED conference, Marketplace Alpha Day, and it's for 2 days for Amazon sellers and also for Etsy, Allegro. Allegro is Polish marketplace, and Shopify. And this is the first event for Ukrainian Russian-speaking sellers after the war, and we didn't have such events for the last 2 or 3 years because we had Corona, we had the war, and now there is nothing out there for people like us. So we created a new concept. It's like a combination of a conference and a networking party, and we rented out a big techno club in Warsaw, and we have pre-party, after party, three DJs, and a barbecue zone, summer terrace, and also like cool speakers. Uh, Among them, Dima Kubrak from US or Evgeny Nekas for those who know them. Uh, big big eight-figure sellers that will teach new and established sellers how to become more successful. So it's all about networking, meeting old friends, and getting new friends. And we assume that we will have 300 guests, and everybody who wants to join, you are welcome. You can give me a message on Instagram or visit the website. It's med-warsaw.com. Med like MAD. Yeah, and see you on the 22nd in Warsaw. It's a great country, great place to come, and definitely 2 days full of emotions and knowledge.
That sounds like a really fun event to attend. Wish you good luck with that. Everyone, definitely check out the event and meet Michael in person at the event. Okay, so maybe if there's anything else you would like to add to our main topic, or
Uh, about Japan, yes, I'm basically open to people who have questions. You can, yeah, drop me a message on Instagram. Yes, if something is not clear, and yeah, I will help you. So I'm open to helping others. Yes.
great, that sounds good. Additionally, if you want to enter the Amazon Japan market, be sure to write Michael a letter and just use this experience that he already has with the market to start your own business there. Okay, Michael, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming to our podcast. I wish you good luck with the event and good luck in Japan.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much. Bye bye.